Having an older sibling, I find to be such a massive privilege. I find it to be secondary to having two parents in the household that are caring and nurturing, and then the second in command is that sibling that you have. I particularly want to discuss being the younger sibling in a sibling dynamic because I am the younger brother. My brother is 6 years older than me, and so he's had a much further head start in his life, obviously. He started having kids before me, he graduated college and started his career before me. So, whenever I am in the same room with him, I don't necessarily feel like it's a competition, but I definitely feel like I have really, really big shoes to fill. And that doesn't mean that it's always going to be a bad thing. It's actually a really great thing because you have some motivation to kind of bring yourself up. However, like I always say, and I will always believe in this because it's true, no two people, not even identical twins, are the same. So to expect similar outcomes from two people that are so different is really tough. And when you have that pressure being put on you to kind of, you know, succeed to the same level as that sibling, or maybe even supersede that success, it starts to weigh on you a little bit because you're not that person, because you have your own interests, you have your own desires, you have your own things that you want to pursue in your life. Maybe, you know, he wants to be a surgeon and I want to be a race car driver. Maybe he wants to be a basketball player and maybe I want to be a mechanic. Maybe he wants to be a CPA, an accountant, or and maybe I want to be an investment banker. And there's so many different things that we do. And guess what? All those careers are going to have different levels of success. So, the biggest thing is, what are we viewing and valuing as success? Is success only financial? Is it, if my brother has a house, I have to have a house? And if my brother has 5 cars, do I have to have 5 cars? And if my brother has this, do I have to have this? I don't think so. And I'm starting to learn that the older I get, I have to stop putting myself on, I wouldn't say like this competitive edge, but I have to stop putting myself on like the same path as my brother because I'm not him and he's not me. So I can't expect for my older brother to be like me, obviously, right? And obviously, having an older sibling, the older sibling has their own things that they deal with because the older sibling has to set a really good example. They have to be a really good role model. They have to kind of be successful. They have to do things the right way. They have to put themselves in a position to win in life. And when I say success, I don't only mean having a good career. I mean having a family. I mean building a home, nurturing that home, having those children, bringing those children up, making sure that they're successful, meaning that they get married and they have children and that they set up their careers correctly. And you want to continue that path forward and forward for generations to come. So success is a multifaceted word where there's different realms of success. And there's also different levels of success. Someone could be making $100,000 a year, and someone else could be making $500,000 a year, and they can both be considered successful. Or maybe someone's making $50,000 a year, and maybe they should both still be considered successful. The way that we measure success has to be internal. So we can't think that, oh, this person kind of got this done, so that's success, and I have to match that because it's not going to be the case. Like, let's just say my brother has multiple children, and maybe I'll have half as many kids as him. I still have kids, right? I'll still have kids, and I still am going to nurture them and bring them up and hopefully be a good father. And so is he. So we're both successful. I would consider that to be equal success. Even if he has 7 children and I only have 3 children, it's still a family that we've built. It's just he has more, I have a little less. But we shouldn't look at it that way. And so, as a younger sibling, the way that we feel is like we're having these big shoes to fill, and it sort of puts us in this weird drive where we start to actually add stress onto our life because we're like, we have to put the pedal to the metal and we have to get it done the exact same way as our older sibling, or else we're looked at maybe as a failure, or maybe we're looked down on, or maybe we're looked at as lazy or something else of that nature. There's different things that everyone's interested in. So if you have a sibling out there, whether older or younger, consider the things that they have to go through. Consider the different things that they're interested in. Consider the life that they want to live, because maybe their desires are different than yours. And so if you're able to really come to terms with who your sibling is and what they like and what they want to pursue, then maybe it'll help your dynamic and help you grow together in a relationship. Because at the end of the day, no siblings should be in competition with one another. No siblings should be clashing with one another. And no siblings should feel like they're doing less than, or they're looked at as less than. They shouldn't feel that way, because you're on equal terms. Even if your sibling is 10 years or 15 years older than you or younger than you should be on an equal playing field. And I wholeheartedly believe that. So, as a younger sibling, I totally understand and I resonate with all my other younger siblings out there that whenever your older sibling does something, your parents start to look at you and be like, look, your brother became this, and that means that you have to go to school now too. And hey, dad, maybe I don't like school. I don't want to go to school. Okay. And maybe that's not for me. Maybe I want to go start working. Maybe I want to go do this. Maybe I want to start X or Y or Z, you know? And that doesn't make me any less successful. It doesn't make me any less of a man. We have different interests. We have different desires in life. Even when it comes to things like investments, like you're not going to invest in the exact same companies, because guess what? You believe in a certain company, you're interested in this company, and I'm interested in a different company. And it can go for the same things, like same thing with food. I can go down a list of things that there's never going to be that wholehearted 100% one-to-one, absolute sameness. Like I said earlier, not even identical twins share everything the same way. They might look the same, but they have different personalities and attitudes. And even sometimes, maybe a lot of the time, they have different interests. They end up going in different fields. Maybe they work in the same place, but they do different things. And that's totally normal. And it shouldn't shy away from either one of their successes. It shouldn't make one person feel lesser than or more than, because you're siblings. You shouldn't fight. You shouldn't argue. You shouldn't compare to one another. You should be proud that you even have a sibling. Some people out there, they don't even have siblings. And you should work together as a family unit to grow and be exponentially better than you are today. And if you do have a sibling, I want you to give them a huge hug, a kiss, tell them that you love them, tell them you appreciate them, whether they're older than you or younger than you. If you're watching this video, you should do that. And you should reassure that you're proud of your sibling, and hopefully they are proud of you as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and I hope today was better than yesterday. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.